Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd. And we are trying to finish off, hopefully, our run with Athens for the Academical achievement, which we already have. So we're just going to have to manually count, and we have 50 universities, and our goal is to have 50 universities to fulfill that achievement. We currently have 22, I believe. So we've got a nice size, very successful Athens. And we're just going to start it up right away. You can see that we do have 1137 developments, so we could actually become an empire if we get our prestige high enough. So to become an empire, we need to have 75 or more prestige. And that's been a problem that we haven't been able to keep it very high, so we're going to have to start worrying about that. Because they'll have the autonomy tick down, it'll make us more money. We're actually duchy level government, so we could go up to a kingdom and then straight up to an empire. Yeah, any missions, events, anything like that would cut down our prestige. We're going to start taking other options. And we're actually, because of that, we're going to start increasing our prestige here with papal influence. And we already have +3 stability, so we don't really need to do that for anything else. We could compete with France for these islands. We could try capturing them from them. And then use that as a way to get involved in affairs in the Dongo. But they sent us money without any clear reason as to why they were doing it, so I actually want them to do well. I also want Ashanti to do well, but our ally took them over, so there's nothing we can really do about that. And right now, we are trying to save up some money and pass some reforms, get some tech, complete some ideas. And then once we have the money, build some more universities. So we really would like to beat up Songhai and anyone else that's weak around us for some more prestige. But there is a coalition. We could certainly make that go away if we built up to our army force limit. Well, it looks like it's falling apart, but on its own. And here we are, only 4 more provinces to convert. That's really nice. Okay, 3 nations have left the coalition. Now it should include just the Mamluks and I believe the Ottomans. Just the Ottomans. Mamluks are annoyed with our aggressive expansion, but we haven't pushed into them very much lately. Okay, they are only allied to Kilwa and Delhi. And Dongo wants to know about our provinces. We'll certainly sell that to them for a little bit of prestige. I think we are going to complete our quality ideas here. That'll give our admin and diplomatic tech an opportunity to catch up. So now our army should be much, much better. So we have plus 15% artillery combat ability, plus 5% infantry combat ability, plus 10% morale, and plus 5% discipline, plus all the bonuses we get to our force limit, our manpower, and attrition reduction, garrison size. So that's pretty good. We still won't be able to compete with nations like Brandenburg. They'll still be able to mop the floor with us, but our troops will be more competitive with some of the nations we've been fighting. And we do have a little bit of a chance of rebels down here. So like to camp an army out there. And we could support 46 troops. We have 46, so that's ideal. Now we have enough money to put in another university, but I'm not sure that we want to do that immediately. Okay, Benin would make a pretty good target. Looks like all three of these have allied together, so there's a three-way alliance here. Jolof, however, does not have any allies. We don't particularly want their stuff. They don't have any gold. They just have a little bit of salt and they have some slaves. This would be some trade, but for now, this trade isn't super helpful to us. I'm not sure that it will ever be. So I don't think we can push any of this actually towards Venice itself. So I just wanted to capture those places before anyone else could, but I'm not sure that that's actually going to be all that important. Anyway, what we'd really want out of it would be any money that we can extract from and any prestige from the peace deal. So we're going to top off relations here with Milan, and then we're going to do it for the Pope, and then Poland. We're starting to suffer some attrition. So it'd be nice when we get our next idea that increases supply limit, but that does come at 27, so it's no time soon. Okay, we're making pretty good money here. I think we can afford to put in yet another university and start paying our troops. And this is still ticking upwards a little, which is great news. Hey, Happy New Year, everyone. We are declaring a war. And we're going for this holy war. Okay, we have a mission to conquer Gallum. So we're going to do that. They'll give us some prestige, which I'd certainly welcome. Okay, we could lose some legitimacy in order to gain mercantilism. That'll make us more money, and that's one of our mandates. So we can build another 2 universities. So why don't we put in the University of Edirne, University of Burgos. And now our country is entirely Catholic, has a dominant religion in all of our provinces. And all of our rebel factions are now ticking downward to 0. So we could try to finish off these ideas or work towards some of these. But I think we'll take this as an opportunity to try getting caught up on administrative technology. Some of those economic ideas, like the ticking downward autonomy, would be super nice for us to have. And that's rendered really quickly. So we're going to get this. It's not quite enough to get us out of our corruption from imbalanced tech, but it will help a little. And we can get another idea group. As promised, we're going to take trade ideas to try producing a bit more income. So that's one area in which we suffer. So we can top off relations with Poland first. And it looks like things might not be going super great for the papacy. So we'll have to see if we need to get involved. Okay, so that siege is over. We'll just wipe this army out for a little bit more prestige, 0.14 more, and then I think we could sign this peace deal. So we want all their money, we definitely want that province. Then take more provinces won't give us any prestige, this will, that will. I mean, it's strange I'm going for prestige. Giving these provinces back wouldn't give us any prestige, so it's not worthwhile. So I guess we take a little bit of territory. And that will upset everyone around us, but we're not scared of them. We can now get a higher government rank. So we're going to do that. And it gives us prestige, so we're going to now upgrade our government rank again. So now we are an empire. The Empire of Athens. Okay, I don't think I want to pay for that. And I don't think I want to pay for that either. It will help us to convert these. So I'm thinking we will start converting 2 of them and try to core the other provinces. We can now add more territory in as states. So we're going to start adding this in. Okay, what else? So this is gold, we're definitely adding that in as a state. Where's our gold? Low B. So we're adding that in as a state. I'll try getting those cored as quickly as possible. We can do more though. Sure. Try to get some more value out of this. We're not adding these in. So we put them in our trade companies. We're not going to do that. We're also not going to add this in as a state. These trade companies will give us a little bit more naval force summit. They'll give us some trade power. Okay, so now our prestige is as high as it can get. We're not going to take this mission as we will have a 15-year truce with Choloff, meaning that we can't complete any missions for 15 years if we do that one. Now we did get a 3rd diplomat, so that's really nice. And we also got minus 0.05 monthly autonomy change. We have 687 ducats, so we can make, let's just double check our count here. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 universities. So this is 25 and 26. Once all those are done being built, I should say. But You know what I mean. Okay, so let's top off our relations with our allies. I'm going to check to see how many favors each country owes us, see if we need to increase trust. So we're leaving that. We want at least 10, so we can call them into war. We'll get that a little bit higher. And let's just top it off. We'll get this trust back in a year, or that favor back. We're going to leave that one at 90. I'm going to leave that one, and that one's already at 100. So our clergy needs a little bit more land. I'm comfortable giving them some of this newly conquered territory here. This would be great going to a different estate. That's gold, so we're not giving that away. So we'll probably have to core some of this stuff. Yeah, so we'll hold out just a little while. Okay, so this... Whoops, that's not ours. Mess there. Okay, so Sega would be a great one, but they cost 48. That's what we're looking for when we're giving kind of state control of a province. It treats the autonomy as 0 for whatever category this is. So the clergy treats base tax as if the autonomy is 0. I believe the dhimmi does as well for Muslim tech nations. And then the merchant guilds treat the production as if it is 0. And the nobility treats the manpower if its autonomy is 0. And so this, like, we get 0.05 taxes, and that's going to jump up to 0.72. And now our clergy is happy with this again. And I think it's time for us to deal with the Ottomans once again. So we can call in Austria. Wondering how much they've marked a lot as being of their interest. So I think it's really important that we do this to prevent Austria from declaring their own war and trying to take a bunch of this territory. So we are going to break off these 4 cavalry. So I'm going to take those provinces while we go for the fort. The Ottoman Navy is not all that impressive any longer, so we're going to try engaging and destroying it. We got one beat up guy here, so we're going to send him back into port. Yeah, it looks like their big ships are probably here, so we're going to keep this fleet bottled in. And we're going to prioritize anything that causes overextension. Okay, I'd like to engage in that battle. I don't know if we can get there. We'll try. Because they're bringing reinforcements, we've got to help. Oh, that battle's lost. And we get 190 ducats from Ethiopia. So I think that means it's time to start building another university. We do have more points. We're going to start adding this stuff as full cores. And Austria's back at it. Note that this is the Ottoman capital, and they only have a capital fort there. So it does make sense for Austria to want to go for that quickly. But they should not be throwing their troops into battles like this that they're going to lose. I guess we're going to go and try to take their capital as quickly as possible. And that will make the rest of our work a lot easier. Might as well take those points and call a diet. $55 ducats from Shirvan. Yeah, it seems that people don't really like the Ottomans much. And we're just going to go for a cost and just get the cheapest ones added in as quickly as possible. Looks like Austria's going for round 3. This time, we can help them out. We have full access over there. But this time, it looks like they don't need the help. Okay, we're going to lose a few ships here, but we can recover from that more easily than the Ottomans can. Oh, maybe not. 2811. And we lost 2811. Yeah, so that was right. We haven't replaced those big ships yet, but the reason why is that we want to use our burghers at some point to draft ships for war. But that's going to take another 10 years. We might just get 2 more big ships. Let's see, ships. Let's see if Austria transfers that over. Of course they don't. Okay, we could build a great palace here for a lot of money, but I don't think we're going to. We don't need our prestige maxed any longer. We're going to join in this battle. Yes, one of our goals here is going to be to cut off Austria so that they can't get anything else over here. We want all this territory. Yeah, we're going to Set our armies on each of these forts. And start coring. So that terrain definitely came... Oh, they got back their capital. That terrain came in handy for Austria. They won this battle. Now the Ottoman armies are separated. Yeah, they're cutting through these forts like they're butter. Lots of cannons. So we're going to have to deal with that army, or they're going to take back all of our forts. But we have over 300 ducats, so that means that it is time to start another university. Our buildings. Okay, so we can make a university of... what, Tripoli? That sounds good. University of Tripoli. Okay. We definitely want to capture this province because it's clear that Austria wants it, and they're not going to transfer that occupation over. Okay, they're trolling us. We're just going to hold on to this cash until we get up to 300. And we've captured that province, so let's get our armies down here. Now the Ottomans, war score isn't too high, war score against them. Mostly because they're allies, and because Austria's been throwing some of these fights. I think they're secretly plotting with the Ottomans. So we could always get better advisors now. But our goal is to build these universities, so we're going to do that as quickly as we can. So I'm going to improve relations with Ndongo. Okay, let's see what our troops are made of. Okay, that wasn't a bad idea, or wasn't a good idea. It's a pretty bad idea. Can you think of it? Let's get this military tech up. Improve our cannons. And keep coring. So we definitely want to get here before the Austrians do. Mercantilism is certainly right. We want all the money. Okay, they're throwing away troops there. I wonder how much manpower they have. 13,000. Round up to 14. 13,944, I think it was. Okay, we're gonna have to. We're never gonna get there in time, so we're gonna hang out in the mountains. Okay, I'd like to hit those troops at Kilwa. They got pretty decent general, and they have first couple ideas of offensive, but they're only military tech 17. So without reinforcement from the Ottomans, they would crumble. Yeah, our fleet is looking pretty good. We're still making a few ships. And let's get some more cannons into production, because our army could be performing a lot better than it is. Yeah, that's unfortunate that they had a chance to take that back, because we were seriously restricting their mobility. They could only move around a few different provinces. No, don't do that. Might win, but I doubt it. Okay, so I hate it when it throws up two different heirs, and it just gave us the worst one. So we're going to make Antonio into a general. He does have good siege. So we might actually end up using him. Yeah, I think we're actually going to end up using Antonio. They're going to kill our cannons. Ooh, we need to get out of there. Oh, make some replacement cannons right over here. No, get out of there. Get out of there, Austria. And we might as well invest in even more. Yeah, we'll just hang out here on the coast for a few months and get men back, because our ranks are really depleted. And we can't afford to just feed them victories. And we'll move down here and just start inching our way back into the center of things. Really need to take Caleb back. But now we do have 16,000 cannons. That will be much better than the 8,000 we started with, and just how it's going to be impacting our sieges and our battle. Okay, so we can't make these full cores right now because we're at war with the Ottomans, but they don't cause any overextension. It's just a question of whether or not they're full cores. I'll free up their troops to go elsewhere if they wish. Man, stop feeding them battle. Can we hit them? Okay, so that was much better. We took out 18,000 of their cannons, and they're trying to win a naval battle. Okay, so we can add this in. We're not going to. Instead, we're going to add it. We could add it as a state. Instead, we're going to add it to a trade company. Let's see, where does this state begin? So we can make this one. I'm not opposed to that. I'll just leave this guy here with this general. And we want our crown prince over here. Man, we're losing ships. 2 and 12. Okay, we don't have any money to get the others. We still need one more big ship and 12 trade ships. Rival of our rivals, Tuscany. So we're going to buddy up to them a little. And let's put our prince in charge of this army. Crush them. And part of this is now we're hitting them with really big numbers compared to what they have. There's a huge amount of unrest going on. Okay, let's pull these guys back and try to do some diplomacy here. Kill will once out. Sounds good. Okay, we're starting to get quite a bit here. So I'm wondering what we should spend our money on. We can get our inflation down more quickly. I guess we're just going to get a little bit more mercantilism. So we get that trade income up. So our fleet isn't trading. We're making 10 ducats, and we'll make several more. Okay, Cebu. We can't convert that back until we take this out. And then we'll convert it and throw it right back into that trade company. Definitely want to hit these guys and crush them for war score. get our ships down here, because every ship that Austria loses is one ship that isn't dropping people off. Yeah, they went back to repair. That's unfortunate. And now we just need to start winning some battles. We've basically won just over half so far. We have no intention of helping them with their rebels. Okay, so let's top off relations with all of our allies while we've got these free diplomats. Not sure how much they seem to have an army still. I haven't seen it for a while. So maybe it's stuck somewhere, or maybe it's dealing with rebels. I honestly don't know. Or maybe it's just spread out. This could all be the troops of Delhi. Delhi's got a pretty big empire. So let's see how low on the chart is our Ottoman enemy. Okay, they got 14,000. Yeah, they're relying on mercs. That's not a good sign for them. I got a better leader here. Now we can support 3. And they have rebels fighting rebels. I have no interest in fighting the rebels for them. I wish... No! Why would you do that? Okay, so we captured one of their big ships. And we lost several others. So we're going to repair here. Okay, now that that's been converted back, we're going to throw right back into that trade company. And our fleet is definitely overperforming with all of those galleys. They're doing a lot more damage than you'd expect. That's largely over. Yeah, we've inflicted just so much damage that we are much more powerful than them. And those galleys won't have too many opportunities. To do too much. Okay, let's see if we can knock Delhi out of this war. Not quite yet. We're losing money, which isn't good. Let's see what they offer. So they would give a lot of territory. I'd really like to separate piece out Delhi, and it looks like we can probably do that before too long. So I'm going to split these armies up and send them back to the coast and just let time do the rest of the damage. So we're about to have rebels pop up here. We could possibly put these guys in Gallum. I don't think that's going to be enough to keep them down. No. So -3, we'll just watch that tick downward. Benin, nope. Okay. So now we have an 81 war score. And we can give them that piece that they wanted. Happy New Year's, here's your piece. So we are going to take this fort, definitely. I'll let them keep that. Ooh, that's 105 overextension. Maybe not. Let's see what we could do. We could leave them with that fort. Take this coast, close it off completely. That's only 95. Take 900 ducats from them. We'll get 1/3 of that. And I like it. This fort, I don't think we want to pay for that. Not in the least bit. Okay, so we're going to start converting a couple of these provinces right away, so we can get it done so quickly. And then we'll start coring the rest. Oops, no, we don't want them in Venice. We want them protecting trade in Ragusa, because that will push more trade, or this trade over there. And we need to give some more stuff to people. The clergy wants some land. That's definitely going to our merchant guilds. We'll have to wait until we core some of this. Okay, 6 ships upgraded. Now I think we will save that money for some universities. Okay, so Tuscany is attacking Milan. Wait, Milan and Tuscan conquest of Navarre. Yes, Tuscany is attacking Milan over this. It's defensive, so we'd lose 50 prestige. But if we accept, we're going to go to war with Austria. So we're going to have to decline that. Yeah, I think that shakes our trust with... No, it doesn't with our allies, only with Milan. Milan is really unhappy. We'll buddy up to them a little bit more. And we want to reduce that overextension because we're going to be doing that anyway. Yes, we're losing a little bit of money still. Largely, I think it's because we've just got so many more troops. I think we're going to have to consolidate these units together. So I'm going to put one of them there. They just have to be close enough to help each other out. They don't actually have to be in the same province. And we're going to start coring some more. We'll make better money once our war exhaustion drops down. These units get refilled. Okay, clergy wants something more, but again, we can't give away any of this yet. Okay, it looks like we're putting those guys down without even having to send in reinforcements. And we can give this away to the clergy, but I'd rather give it to one of the other estates because the base tax is so low. And we could give this to the clergy just to make them happier. Yeah, let's just satisfy them for now. I want their influence to keep, or their loyalty to keep taking downward. And let's see, can we get, no, we already have our taxes increased. How do we get some more mercantiles in them? I wouldn't mind getting Tuscany as an ally, but they are rivals of the papacy. And we wanted to ally the papacy to keep this papal influence ticking in as quickly as possible. Okay, we'll core that. Oh, I think it's just our overextension that's wrecking our economy right now. It's giving us corruption, and we're having to pay off corruption. Okay, that's bringing more and more money each time we do that. Let's get a couple of universities. What do we want? Some people seem obsessed with Benghazi, so we'll put one in there. Surprisingly, we can't put one in. Oh, can we? We can. Okay, so we'll put some in here as well. Let's do Albania. It's because it adds in a +1 possible building. We can see that cost reduced to 273. That's because of our economic ideas. We have this build cost 10%, so their base is 300 plus inflation, ours are 270 plus inflation. And we're locking our inflation down slowly, but surely. Okay, let's see who has money. We need somebody that's got a full treasury. Buryati is really far. Songhai's got 500 ducats. Sadly, they're pretty big, so my worry would be that during the course of the war that they would spend most of that money fighting us. But we have to be positive and try to get as much money as we can. So why don't we beat up Benin for their money? Now we are far ahead of time here. Okay, what do we want? We want fire, we want morale. Offensive, definitely. So Carolina infantry. And then I think it's cavalry. And here we want offensive shock. Defensive shock, that looks good. Okay, so the only one that we don't have cord, theologian. So can we get anyone exciting from here? We get Inquisitor. It would only increase their influence by 10. So that's reasonable. And this guy is going to start losing us money. But that's not going to remain the case forever. Okay, so we could reduce this autonomy down really low. We'd have to deal with our revolt once. We're going to do that to both of our gold-producing provinces. Might have to deal with the revolt, but who cares? We'll be making more money. At least I think we do. Yeah, a couple ducats more. I basically got everything converted that we can convert until we core everything. So let us deal with our enemies. So we're going for Songhai. We're just going to take their capital right away. They really can't get war score because they need to win battles. We don't have any forts for them to siege. They're just going to run around grabbing random stuff while we hit their armies. They're trying to westernize. Okay, so Benin. Venture money. Trade power, and you have to break up with your friends. Okay, you know what that means. We can build another university. University of Thessaly. And I don't see any reason why we couldn't raise some more taxes. So we're going to hit this army. Get that war score, and let's hit our capital as well. Benin, no. You're embarrassing yourself. Okay, so these troops are doing much better than they were. Francisco is awful. 3 legitimacy also. Okay. So I want these free ships, but yeah, we can't do much about that for right now. We definitely want to try killing our emperor and getting his heir in power. Okay, we don't really want to guarantee Milan any further. Let's revoke that guarantee. Let's make sure that we are maintaining all the royal marriages we can. Yep. Okay, I guess we're going with that. It will anger our burghers, but we had to anger somebody. And then we need to save up points to get our stability up one, and we need to save up points to get our legitimacy increased. We'll just leave that guy there. And we're going to swoop down here, crush their armies. And might as well take their fort. Sure. And that was pretty glorious. And now we've got a lot of cannons. We got some ideas. Our troops are actually, doing decent. Oh, we've got pretender rebels somewhere. I guess we should deal with those. So this region, let's see, the Caramon region, we might as well add that in. And then we'll save the, I think we have one more slot. We'll save it, yeah, for this region. Songhai is tired. Wonder what they would actually offer. Yeah, they did use up most of their money, sadly. But we got plenty of money from Benin. Okay, that's good. Lithuania isn't our rival any longer, so I'll stop sending spies our way. Okay, they're eager for peace here. Let's see how eager. We want all your money, want your war reparations. Yeah, that's not good enough. We have to capture your last fort. So I'm really hoping that our ruler dies. Get caught up on diplomatic tech here. And let's get him into battle, see if we can get him killed off. No, that's our other general. We'll have to switch them up. Chesko, you are in charge of this siege now. Wow, it's high unrest. And sadly, we'll have to cross a river here, but it doesn't look like there's any way around that other than letting them rampage through our land. Okay, so there was an rebels that popped up here. I could hear them, I didn't know where they were. Okay, so we can do Rome. Should be this area. And the Civil War is progressing pretty quickly. So why don't we go for our legitimacy increase and see if we can knock Fulu out of this war, taking their money. More operations. That's good enough. We're going to deal with the rebels, and then we're going to turn on Songhai. That's actually going to take a little while. Okay, the nice thing is that beating up on all those people did give us war score that persists here. Okay, conquer Tadla. I don't know where that is. Up there. Not sure if we really care about it. There's a lot of admin points to core. We're not going for world conquest or anything like that, so I think we're just going to wait to see what new mission they give us in a bit. Okay, so they built a big fortress here. Level 6 with the capital. Okay, so everything is now cored up properly. And everything is properly Catholic. Oh, Bonneman. Let's get military access through Spain. Let's go down there and beat up Bonneman first. And their flag always makes me think of Shredder's helmet. Or their national ideas should be like Foot Clan or something. Assault caravans. Next up, Foot Clan. Let's look at them go. They're just sieging worthless provinces. And I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid that disaster. Really, it depends on us getting Francisco killed. Francesco the 5th. Okay, so that was pretty quick, and we'll get him right back up here. $38 ducats. That's some good money coming in there. That was totally worth our time. Okay, so what do we want from them? We definitely want all their money. We want war reparations. We can break up with them, and then we want to start taking some territory. Like that looks good to me. And we definitely need to capture a fort, otherwise they're not going to accept that. But we're working on it. We could actually just go for this fort. We're already making progress here. Sure, we don't know how long this fort's going to hold out. And we could always beat up on Jolof to extend the time that we're at war. 77%. I'm going to send this lazy diplomat to the papacy. No, Benin. Stop asking. Keep asking, we're going to take this province from you to get you to stop asking. Okay, Austria's invading France again. Nice. Okay, so we have taken Gao. We might as well see how long this one holds out. I don't think it'll hold out for very long. And we are going to try getting this administrative tech up a little higher. We'll leave that there for now. Conquer Tadless, still have no interest in doing so. Okay, we can pull this guy back. Yeah, sadly this civil war is going to cost us money. Okay, so now we have everything we could possibly get from them in terms of war score. Kick out Jenny. I don't know if that would do us any good. So we might as well get that other trade center. And we'll just set him on rebel suppression because there's going to be rebels. Oh, sure. Okay, let's raise some more taxes. Okay, we can get admin power for 400 ducats. Well, we're going to go into debt during the Civil War anyway. We'll pay it all off after. And let's get these guys together. And ready to deal with rebels. Okay, so what does the clergy want? We could give them this just to bring down the unrest. Why don't we give them stuff from West Africa instead? Like this. Venetia. Oh, that's gonna be hard to eject. It's a lot of them. Wait, Spain just declared war on France? Yep. Oh, looks like Tuscany, who is helping out Austria in this war, and Austria put down those rebels for us. And liberate our province. Good for you guys. Okay, Civil War. And they're no military challenge to us, they're just a pain. And we're going to use this. We aren't getting our stability up with papal influence, because when we finish the Civil War, we'll get stability for free. Oh, I cracked the walls there. Okay, 5 legitimacy. definitely want to keep converting. Wow. Okay, 5 more legitimacy. And every year we are getting 3. So that's nice, but it's not our prime concern, as we're definitely going to get it through all the events, Civil War events, before we get it naturally. Okay, we're going to deal with the pretenders first. We'll come back for these guys once we've gotten a few more men. Okay, so we could get plus 10 legitimacy if so that's Castoria. We could decrease that autonomy later. Or we can just give it to an estate. We can get this war exhaustion down, but I don't think that that's essential. Could either... I could save this up. But this isn't a prime concern for us at the moment. So let's get some more trade power. We want money. Trade power gets us money. In theory. Wow, lots of armies popping up around here. Okay, it's trying to go all the way around through Europe. That's not going to work for us. Sorry. Get back over here. Okay, we do have to put down, well, over 100,000 rebels, 112,000. That's going to be a pain. Man. Do the claim strength of air. Let's give it a month, and then we'll attack one of those armies. Okay, so our air has a strong claim here. And we do have this modifier, so if he came into power right now, we would be okay. Okay, where are you even going? We'll go for the legitimacy yet again. Sure, you can have access. Yeah, we might lose this battle. Damn it. Okay, so we're already up to 61 legitimacy. We're going to need to mark up a little. Fortunately, it's almost over. We'll leave these guys in Europe to deal with any problems there. Okay, 33. Let's march in here to help our allies. Okay, so Ragusa with you. Excuse me. I'll keep all those guys together and deal with these rebels who don't even have a leader, so they should go down pretty easily. And then hopefully our allies will help deal with all this stuff. Or they'll just take on that whole fight by themselves. Okay, I'm going to get this war exhaustion down for the sake of our economy and to slow down some of these revolts, because we could have more at any moment. Okay, these guys are Sarahani, so okay, so we're going to weather that storm. There goes our poor prestige. Ooh, 33 pretender rebels in Athens. Man, that's like another 100,000 in North Africa or something. Yep. Yeah, people are trying to screw with us while this is going on too. Sowing discontent. Okay, so why don't we try blocking their ability to do that? So counter espionage there. Counter espionage there, and third one should be France. Yep. They won't qualify as a rival after this war's over, I don't think. We're taking heavy losses here. Where are we going here? Those should have shattered. Okay, so we can support one side. Sure. Now we're up to 80s, so we're almost done with this. $45,000, man. So many rebels. Okay, that should be the end of it. Okay, so now we just have to put the rest of them down. So we got some in various parts of Africa, 3 groups there, the North Africans and the Serbians. And minus 10% production efficiency, definitely could have done without that right now. Now these guys should start ticking downward. Okay, what's the terrain here? Woods. Let's see if we can get them to attack us into hills or mountains or something. Save more troops. Okay, where are you guys going? Let's go to Kosovo, just in case. He's staying still, so we're just going to hit him here. It's not a problem. Okay, so Europe is under control. And one of my cats is knocking over silverware, her dishes. So I will be right back. We can take a break. Okay, well, I am going to have to stop this video here. The cat broke something that I'm going to need to sweep up. So I will be back shortly.